Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. I'm not even going to be on here very long. I might not even leave this up. I don't know. Y'all know sometimes I'm just random as can be. I thought about going live yesterday, but I was busy yesterday. I want to say shout out to my girl. My girl had a birthday celebration. Her birthday was actually a few days ago, but we celebrated her birthday yesterday, and she invited me and I had an amazing time. So Miss Empress, if you're watching, beautiful queen, thank you so much. I really enjoyed myself. But I just had so much has been going through my mind. First of all, I want to talk about welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Sexy Red. Good morning, Shara King Black. Good to see y'all. Yes, honey. Yes. Sexy Red. I think I know you got a live that I need to go back and watch. I heard it was good. I want to go back and watch it. With Nanmo, they shared you in their community tab. So I'm definitely gonna go back and watch your live, sister. But let's get back to this, y'all. So let me tell you something about that beautiful lady on that picture. One of the nicest women I've ever met in my life. And I'm grateful. You guys, when you meet somebody, when you come across a genuinely good, kind-hearted person, doesn't matter the sex, you hold on to them. Okay, I've known this woman for years. I said 15 years, but to be honest, it could have been longer than that. I don't know. As a matter of fact, most of my closest friends I've been friends with for 10 plus years, some of them 20 plus years. I tend to hold on to good people because I know how rare they are. um, when you're on social media, people have you think that you could just discard people. Here in my life, in my real life, I don't work like that. I don't work like that at all, and my friends don't work like that. We're almost loyal to each other to a fault. But anyway, I want to talk about what's been going on with what I saw. So Mary Brown, if y'all don't know Mary Brown, y'all, I don't know where y'all been, but he did a debate on Teapot, and then he's been making his rounds, honey. Then he was on the Bernard Raleigh show. Ciao. Um, that crowd over there, honey. Now Teapot's I love Teapot. I like him a lot. But the fact is, we all know that the playing field was not going to be fair in those spaces because let's face it, most of these guys are very, very, their manosphere. That's who they are. And Amiri and Chaos have been going up against manosphere. So we all knew what it was. We all knew it wasn't going to be fair. Well, I mean, let's just call it what it is. But I want to talk about it a little bit. So what you saw was, first of all, I want to give a shout out to those brothers because they know very well what they're going up against. You have the manosphere up against these two brothers because right now I don't see. Back in the day, you used to see more people talking about men standing up for women, and now literally I see little to none other than Amiri and Chaos. I really don't see anybody that's being balanced at all. I'm not seeing it. Hey y'all. Oh my gosh, I wasn't looking. Hey Yusuf, it's good to see you. And if let me take that back. Let me take that back. There are people that are balanced. I'm sorry. But like it's always been that way. Like the balanced people don't have the platform, and that's the problem. But I just wanted to say that on behalf of the women, we appreciate that. We appreciate you guys because it's like it's a fact. They don't want to listen to anything that we have to say, anything on the contrary. And the whole thing is okay. They want to argue about who started who. This is the thing that I don't think a lot of men understand. They want to bring up Oprah and all this. First of all, I watched Oprah for years, and I don't remember Oprah having a show dedicated to bashing black men. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie. And in all actuality, if you do your research on Oprah, Oprah has done a lot of programs, not just for kids in Africa, but she's done a lot of programs for kids right here in the United States, helping a lot of African American men and women in college. So I don't know where this lie came out about Oprah bashing. Basically, they like to bring up Oprah and all these media back from the 80s and the 90s or whatever that supposedly bash black men. But the thing is, since when has media represented black people accurately and fairly? When has that happened? Y'all, I'm gonna get to y'all in a minute. Media has never accurately told the story of black folks, men or women. They've never done it. So, I was listening to Bernard Raleigh's show, and that was their whole thing. Well, they started, women would get up on these platforms and say that black men are dogs and this and that. No, you had some people get up on platforms and say those things. Like I said, my mother is 70 years old, and my mother's never disrespected anybody, black man or black woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a bunch of foolishness. And to me, in my eyes, it's almost like, how low can you go? Well, they go low, we go lower. They go low, we go lower. And that's why this thing is a never-ending circle of fucking dust. It really is. And people are sick of it. We've been sick of it. So that was my thoughts on it. I thought that the brother represented us well as he could, being piled up on. And yeah, did y'all see those men? They were just chomping at the bit, honey. Chopping at the bit to get to a Mary. Chomping at the bit. I think they kicked poor Chaos off. Chomping at the bit. And this goes to show you that there is some serious lack of manhood going on, because this is the facts. The facts is that Mary and Chaos both have their own platforms. So if you wanted to talk to him so bad, you could have brought your ass over there and talked to him. No, you used the platform where you thought that brother was going to give you the upper hand so you can get at a Mary. Any one of those brothers could contact the Mary and have a one-on-one if they really wanted to. Any one of them. Or they can go onto his platform. Or they can invite him over to their platform. But no, they wanted to gang and gang pow. But Mary stood firm. And I'm proud of him. Then Bernard wants to talk about, you're supposed to be fair and balanced. You niggas aren't fair and balanced. You niggas are not balanced at all. That's the problem. And let me just say this. If we didn't have that channel in Chaos, and there's other people that don't even engage in the war at all. It'd take me too much time to name them all. They don't engage in that gender war at all. I will say that. I don't think BMT does. I've never seen him do it. D. Durrell doesn't. There's a lot of them. I can't think of everybody. Gold Professor, the underrated. They don't talk about the gender war at all. So, and if I left y'all out, I'm sorry. And I know Yusef doesn't. He does like celebrity stuff and he does his cooking shows. So there's lots of people that don't talk about it. But as far as like fighting the manosphere head on, yeah, that's our dude. That's our dude, and we're going to stand by him. Let me look at y'all real quick. Oh, JR. Let's see. JR, it says, let me go. Let me stroll up. I'm going to be honest, sexy. I was on Bernard Raleigh's platform, and he dropped me down because he had said I had noise in my background. And then people were timing me out in his chat. And so I cash tapped him to let him know, hey, people are timing me out for no reason in your chat. And he was like, well, you don't tell me how to control my chat. I'm like, dude, okay. See, some people, let me tell you something. Some people, the only power they're going to get is on YouTube. That's the only power that, I'm going to be honest, that brother's over there wielding, honey. A lot of these men. Because let me tell you, Miss Roots, honey, these men are not going to be able to handle Miss Roots like that. I can't wait. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't mean to say fuck the Manosphere meetup. I'm grateful to see people connecting and networking in any space. Okay, let me just say that. But I'm going to have my own damn meetup. I'm gonna have my own meetup, and I hope these niggas show up. And let's see how they act when they're in the room with real people, because I think a lot of these people lose their grasp on reality. They let this shit go to their heads. Hey Zero, it's good to see you, sweetie. Let me read y'all comments. I'm sorry, I'm just a yin yang, and I do have a few more points before I hop off here, y'all. I'm trying to get out here, and you want me to drop the link? JR, are you still there? Let me see. Let me see. I wasn't going to be on here long, but I will if you want me to. It says there's a reason. Sorry, next to my name. Are Black men not under the subgroup of men? In other words, any daytime talk show basically covered all men of all races. Okay. Okay, but yeah, but to hear them tell it, Oprah was just up there talking about Black men. And let me tell you, I watched Oprah for years and that wasn't true. She covered a lot of things, a lot of different things, honey. She was more like the Dr. Phil of the 90s. It says, oh, at 2. Well, I might be there. I'm going out again with my girlfriends, but I'll definitely drop in. Thank you, Boo, for letting me know. Let me see. Let me see what it says. I'll watch a recent show of yours. Sorry, and I'll tell you the next time I see you what I think of your management of the panel. JR, you know what? I am going to drop the link for you because you're talking a lot of shit down there, boo. Let me see. I'm not understanding. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for you. Hold on, sweetie. Come on, copy now. Copy. Maybe I'm just not understanding what you're trying to say, sweetie. Just explain it to me because I'm half blind. I'm trying to read these comments. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. It says Bernard Bradley wasn't balanced, but I like I said, all content creators are horrible at managing panels. Bernard Bradley should have kicked off some dudes off that panel. Let me see. It says the manosphere is a lot nicer to women than likes of Cynthia G, Paris Milan, and likes men. The manosphere mostly less. Yeah, but I'm not talking about them. I agree with you. They are. I have yet to talk. Those of y'all who've been following me, I've yet to ever talk about Cynthia G. Paris Milan, her content has changed. It's become more Cynthia G like-ish. Not quite, she's never been on the lines of aborting anybody's child or anything like that. But I think this is the thing. Me being one of the more neutral spaces, right? Meaning willing to have the conversation with both sexes and try to understand both sexes. I'll tell you this. This is the fact. You can't have a bunch of people, right? The manosphere kind of created that sector. I know they don't understand that, but they kind of did. Whenever you have a sector that's constantly talking sort of, they say it's not hate speech, but I'm about to play for you some very, I won't say it's hate rhetoric, but it doesn't sound very kindly when you're promoting physical violence to women just because if that bee touched me, yeah, damn right, I'm gonna knock her head off. This is the type of shit that gets said on some of these platforms. Instead of saying what you should do, the appropriate thing to do, right? No, you're gonna tell a man to hit a woman, and then when he ends up in jail, then what? Then what? You're having a crying session. Like, you know what? I'm not going to, I really, listen, I had no intention of dropping that link, but I'll drop it for you, like I said. But right now I'm getting kind of thrown off. So I want to get back on focus. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Sexy. I mean, it says that oh Lord, with the bullshit right now. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So now, okay. So Hey, Sherlock Holmes. Hey, Red Wings. Hey, Lolita. So let me get back on topic. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with that. Um, you know what? I was having a good morning. I'm going to continue to have a good morning, honey. Like I said, it was a bunch of bullshit. And shout out to American Chaos for trying to hold it down and trying to be the voice of the women, because there have been women that have tried to go on Bernard Riley's show and try to explain and but they don't want to hear anything from women. They want to be a bunch of niggas over there talking about women and how women feel and how women think. Nigga, you don't have a fucking vagina. You don't know how we feel and you don't know how we think. So let us tell you. I will never be up here talking about how a motherfucking think and feel. And I'm not them. All right, I see you guys. I'm gonna let you guys up. Welcome to the panel. This is both of you guys' first time. Welcome. Go ahead and talk.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
JR is Hispanic. He's not even black, but
Wow.
like he's not even black, bro.
They be the ones. They be the ones I told y'all.
Man, ones who got so much stuff to say about black people do not be black. But go ahead, JR.
Come on, we're all part of the same struggle. We're both minorities.
No, it's not.
If y'all want it, and check it out.
Straight up, you don't respect us. What about y'all women? What the fuck do they do?
Right.
I don't come to the black manosphere, any manosphere, to make it racial. I talk about just female nature in general.
What do you think it is?
But that's what we're talking
about. Fucking talk about your women. Go over and talk about your women. Leave us the fuck alone.
But that's not what I do.
And there's got to be hundreds of others like you that aren't even black. And that's what pisses the fuck off.
I've spotted them.
You got some shit to say about you don't even live in our households. What the fuck do you know?
Hey, look. Here's the thing. If you want to go,
my ass. Be black first.
Here's the problem with what you're saying. There's a bunch of people that are avatars. You don't know what race they are. I didn't have to tell anyone that I'm Hispanic. I did it out of the goodness of my heart. But other people, they don't even tell you what race they are. You don't even know if they're male or female. It could be a bunch of people in the chat that just go in there to troll, and they're not even
sorry.
male.
I didn't mean to come off like that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You said what I wanted to say.
I do apologize, JR. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. Please don't apologize.
Well, I don't want him, I don't want him to be the crux or like, you know what I mean? Like I said my piece, but I just meant it in general, not to him specifically, because I mean, it's a part of being an adult. When you wrong, say you wrong. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come up here.
I want you to stay because I want to talk to you. I want you to stay up here, but I want to give him a chance to make the point he was trying to make. Okay. But stay up here with me because okay. Go ahead, JR. Say what you were going to say.
I mean, my thing is, I don't go anywhere to troll. The stuff that I was saying in the chat, I mean, I was writing sentences and I was talking about when it comes to that. See, the thing is, I mean, y'all got to be fair and balanced. Both of y'all are pretty fair and balanced. Y'all know that guys, if they were to go to Cynthia G, any of those channels, they would get blocked on site, and they don't have any real say-so on what's going on over there. For the most part, most Manosphere channels, they allow y'all to say y'all's piece. A lot of y'all have wrenches all over the place. You
so
go
why
over there.
Don't you say anything against the stuff that they actually say about black women? You just be agreeing. Like, do you date black women?
The most serious girlfriend I've ever. I'm trying to answer the question. The most serious girlfriend I ever had was a black woman. She was 3/4 black, 1/4 Japanese. So she was mixed.
Have you dated a black woman, sir? Not a biracial woman.
She was mostly black. She's 3/4 black.
No, that you can't. No, you're using the drop rule. Okay. Have you dated someone that has both parents who are black?
I've dated a bunch of black women, but I have never got super serious with a woman that's fully black. There's the answer to your question.
Okay, so the black manosphere, the women that you've dated, does it reflect what they say?
One of the serious girlfriend I had, the one that was Blasian, she didn't reflect a lot of the stuff that the black manosphere talks about, and to me it's she's single, she's in her 30s, she doesn't have a kid yet, and to me it's just she just had bad luck finding the guy that's right for her. My thing is, I didn't fall in love with her, so I let her go. The thing about it is a lot of these people, they mess up these talking points. They don't like some of the stuff that's said. They don't even repeat it properly. I never said anything about the Oprah stuff. They moved it to the Oprah point. But what I was saying is a lot of those daytime talk shows during the 90s, you got to remember, if they're talking about men, they're talking about all men of all races. So I was talking about in general, the talk shows, what they would do is they would show men as buffoons. They would sit there, the men would be up on stage, and basically he'd have to sit there like a little boy. And the host and the women, they'd be basically using him as a prop
What about
to
Jerry
bash men.
Springer?
Okay, that
Jerry
was just
Springer's a
more.
man. There was
Oh,
other male. I mean, whatever.
well, no, I'm not talking about the actual.
Nobody made these men go. I mean, these men and women volunteered to go on these shows.
I
They
would say
signed
that's
up.
okay. That's true. But the overall point is the way men were portrayed in mass media. That's the point. Now the
But
sound,
men were in control of mass media. What are you saying?
but
Men
there's
have
pressure
always
on
been
them.
in men have always been in control of media.
Yeah, that's true. But there was
And
pressure on them to.
honestly, the reason why we're so fucked up now is because of media from especially like the 1950s. The whole housewife and all this stuff, it really did it really did put it just put a bad light on everyone.
The thing is, there's a difference. All right, look, you guys know that there's a difference between. Here's a good analogy. There's a difference between being anti-white versus fighting racism, and there's a thin line when it comes to that. When it comes to gender, there's the same logic. There's a difference between
Mhm.
fighting sexism, legitimate sexism against women, versus taking it to the point where it becomes male bashing and it becomes misandry. And it's gone too far in a lot
Yeah,
of
I don't go to
mis.
those channels because that shit is it has turned to hate speech. Once you say abort black male babies, that was hate speech. I do not support that shit because that is dangerous. And also, our abortion is not a form of birth control. Like you shouldn't be having abortion. You're fucking up your reproductive system. It's fucked up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I mean, the thing is, she like goes out of her way to be provocative, and yeah, Kevin probably did it in a certain way where he would take it too far. But the thing about it is, we were just talking about the managing of panels. I think sometimes he was just rude on purpose, so people wouldn't go up there and ruin the quality of the show. So he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna be rude on purpose,
Well,
and I'm
you're
gonna.
wrong. You're wrong because I've been to his show and he was rude to me for absolutely no reason. And I'm not trying to be rude to you. You are, first of all, you are always welcome over here. But this is going to be a short live because I'm actually headed to the gym. I just wanted to hear what you had to say. So I'm going to ask you to wrap it on up. I'm going to make my last few points and then I'm going to hop off of here.
I mean, the thing about it is, I just think some content creators, most of them, they just don't know how to manage the panels well. That's
Well,
what
do
I was
you have
saying.
a channel? Do you manage channels? No, because it's easy. Let me tell you, it's real easy to sit back and talk.
It
There's
is.
so
It
much that
is.
goes on that you
Oh
don't understand.
gosh.
People getting pissed at you, all kinds of shit that you
You got
guys
to
never
keep
even know
people
about. You guys
um
don't even you don't know the half until you actually start doing it.
Let's put it
mhm.
this way: Teapot, he does pretty well in managing the panels. Other people could take some training from him. That's what I would say. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's going to be some bias involved. That guy did get see, I can be a fair minded person. That guy, Amiri Brown, whatever his name is, over there, he got. I mean, that was just too much. He got bombarded, and it was just he basically got jumped.
Right. Well, like I said, I like Teapot. I've been on his show. I think Teapot, his show is different. It's definitely a one-on-one. You have a one-on-one. Bernard Rowley show was a gang pal. That's what they do. It's like you either agree with the manosphere or you don't, or you're going to get gang piled. So Amiri knew what he was going into, and I think he handled himself well. But like I said, I just wanted to know what you had to say. I'm actually, and I swear I'm not being rude, but like I said, I actually have an engagement at the gym this morning, so I'm not going to be up here very long.
I don't know. I hope
Let me
you
just
have
say
a
something
great
for ten
time at the
seconds.
gym. I'm gonna go ahead and drop
No, no,
down.
I want you to stay up here. I'm gonna drop him, but go
Can I
ahead.
say something for 10 seconds,
Yeah,
real
go
quick?
ahead. Go ahead.
No, my thing is, like, I'm not a hypocrite when it comes to that, because I'm not. My thing is, I've been on Teapot twice. I've debated twice recently. So I was over there. I debated Little Big Nate, and then the other time I did race by myself against anyone that came up. So that was recently over there. And then one time I was in Bernard Riley's, but he moved that video to Patreon. So I'm not telling others to do what I myself haven't done. So I think a lot of people don't want to have fair conversations. They don't want to have balanced, fair conversations, and a lot of people just want to tilt it in their favor and do it on a territory where they can control the panel. And to me, that's just like, I mean, it's being a coward in my opinion. So yeah, hey, I appreciate you letting me be on your panel. I hope to be on it some other day.
You will be. I promise. There'll be another time. This was so random, but I do appreciate it. I'm glad that you weren't just trolling me. I was about to give it to you, honey. I was about to. I was. I could feel my
Yeah, 'cause
blood
she said
pressure
you were
rising
muted.
on you. But no,
She said you were muted, and I was like, "No, she's not." So I'm
yeah.
running through the house. I'm coming, Mahogany. I'm coming, girl.
Oh, and okay, so I'm gonna drop you down. You're always welcome, JR. It was nice to meet you. I'm gonna
All
let you
right,
go.
Have a
bye.
great day.
Bye bye. Peace. Have a good morning. Okay. Hey boo.
Hey,
I'm
boo.
glad. Yes. I'm like I said, I'm on the run. And y'all, I'm sorry. I normally don't do this. Sometimes I like to just get up here and talk my little smack and review whatever I'm reviewing and then I get off. And I try to talk about something positive. But for you, I would just I was gonna invite you on a show for the longest anyway. So I said, oh, she's over here. I can invite her. I want to
Nice.
do a show. I want to do a lady show.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do a lady show. I actually been wanting to do um several types of shows. One with just women talking about dating, and then one with maybe men and women talking about dating, and then maybe one with married ladies and single ladies talking about just life,
I would
life.
really like the married ladies
You
and
want to do
single
that one?
ladies. How do I get
Okay.
married? That's what we. How are we gonna get Red married? That's what we.
No, no,
Y'all
I
gotta give
meant
me
no.
tips. Y'all gotta give me tips on how to
Red,
get and
let me.
keep a
Well,
husband. This is
I'm
where
gonna
I
tell you.
lack in life. This is where I
No,
lack.
that's not what I meant. I meant with because there's some of us in the space that are just in relationships and some of us that are married. So I was going to have a panel with that's just talking about our experiences day to day with
Hmm.
men and the differences. But
Oh
I
no,
want to
I'm really serious. I'm dead ass serious.
well, you don't need any help. I don't believe you
I
for a
do
second.
need some help. I do. Why don't you
Girl,
look? I
you're
look.
beautiful. You
I
don't need any
I
help.
am a person that I take. Well, I don't know because I never really thought about it, but now I'm thinking about it. So that's why I kind of want to talk to it because I'm an only child, so I don't really talk to people about this kind of stuff.
Oh, you're the only child.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, Oh, somebody blocked Red Wings. Okay, well, I'm gonna fix that. Don't block anybody, y'all, unless they're being, and Red Wings has always been pretty cool. So I'll unblock him. No worries. Red, listen, you're funny, you're talented. I see you over there doing your thing with your editing and all that stuff you got going on. Well,
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna tell you, you don't you like for me when I stopped looking, when I stopped searching, that's when the man came to me. I'm telling you, because I don't know what it is about men. It's like you can
Mm.
sense when you're putting out too much aura that you're available. It's like I don't know. For me, it was all the wrong guys. But when I just started focusing on myself, that's when people started coming to me, and the right one came to me. It sounds corny, but I'm telling you, it works.
No, that's true. I believe that.
Uh
I
huh.
believe that. I definitely believe that. You once
Be patient, but put yourself out there too. Like the
I'm
other
not
day,
saying I don't have prospects. I'm not saying that.
okay, okay,
But
I know that's right.
I just I've never wanted to take it to the next level, because I'm pretty like, you know, pretty much to myself, but
Oh, I blocked him. I'm sorry. Red Wings. Oh, go ahead, sweetie. I don't even realize what I be freaking doing. Go ahead and talk, sweetie. I'm gonna try and figure this out on my phone.
yeah, but I could always use some pointers, from experienced women.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna come over to you. Leave a comment. You can always email me at Mahogany Roots and MJ. But honestly, I be talking to y'all through the comments. So whenever you're ready,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll invite you. I started to. There's so many show ideas that I had in mind for y'all. It was you and a
Aren't
few
we
other
we
women.
aren't we Instagram?
I think we are friends on Instagram, so
Okay,
yeah, I'll
I'm gonna have
definitely hit
to
you up.
look you up on there. It's the same name. Anybody, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the same name, Sexy Red TV.
And Red Wings, I'll fix it later, boo. I apologize. I probably hit something and didn't realize it. I'll fix it. Also, Sexy Red, I saw your post about your health journey, your fitness journey. I'm going through the same journey, honey. My weight
Yes,
goes up,
yeah.
and I tell women this,
It
especially
does.
it
It
goes
does.
up and down. That's normal, especially when you start to get a little older. It gets like that because it's a hormonal issue. Like
Yeah.
now I'm kind of working my way back down. My stress, I'm trying to work on just keeping my stress down.
It's the fact that you notice, uh-oh, I'm putting on a little bit pounds. Now it's time to, drop it down. Just being cognizant of that, like, oh shit,
Uh-huh.
like got a little too comfortable, you know.
It happens. And then,
It does. It does.
I I want to say rest in peace to your grandpa. But
Thank
things
you.
like that, traumatic things like that, because when my brother passed, I went through a similar thing. I went through I went through depression, and that's when I kind of
Grief,
put
for
on,
sure.
yeah,
You don't want to
yeah.
do anything. You don't want to go anywhere. You want to be with them. It's just a whole. It's hard. It's hard, but and for me to share that like that is very, very different. But that means that I feel comfortable with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Um, I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm growing a tribe.
Okay, very good. Oh, I'm gonna just end it with you. There is something else I wanted to talk about real quick before I get off of here. So there was some brothers, y'all know I be surfing, and I listened to this guy named I be surfing. I'm not gonna lie, I was listening to this guy named Charles Faulkner because basically after Mary did that show, a bunch of people went live. I'm not gonna say everybody, but a
Mhm.
bunch of people went live talking about it. And this dude Charles Faulkner did something with the Mary's name in the title. So I listened to it while I was working out the other day. And these men got up there. Let me just say something to y'all men. I don't know who y'all listening to, but y'all need to stop listening to some of these men over here because one of the dudes got up there and said, "Oh, I went on a date and she was pretty and everything went well, but she had on those false eyelashes, so I just couldn't do it. I had to cut her off."
You
Let me
cut her
just
off
say,
because of
he
false eyelashes?
child, he cut off another woman because her car broke down. He tried to help her. That was nice of him. But then he said, the lady said that she had a 19-year-old son. And he said, well, can he come out here and help with the car? And the lady said, well, my son doesn't know anything about cars. And he was like, well, I had to cut her off because her son need to know something about cars. He's 19. He a whole man. And I'm just like, Jesus, that's why you 50-something years old because you done cut off all these women. I
For
think some of
petty
y'all are,
fucking reasons.
they
Wow.
petty.
And
And
women do the same thing. Women do the
yeah, we
same
do.
exact shit. But
So,
men used to never be this picky.
child.
They turn
But
it
they
they
only
turn it they're
picky.
feminized every moment. They don't realize it because you're sitting on it's weird to me that you sit on a panel full of men talking about what you don't like about women. And
It's
then when you
weird.
do talk about what you do like about women, it's sexual. So you're getting your dicks hard together. This is what we don't understand. It's like you're circle jerking each other. Yeah, I like a bitch with a fat ass, this and that. Yeah, yeah. And then they all like, yeah, yeah. And then somebody else chimes in, yeah, and then she be sucking your dick like this, and then yeah, and then I'll just slaw her. Like, god damn.
It's very strange, and it happened. I don't understand how you spend that much time doing that. But basically you're 50 plus years old wondering why you're by yourself. I don't know who you're listening to, brother, but you need to stop listening to them. And I will say you know what, Sexy, you brought up a good point. They're picky with their standards, but I feel like it's only when it comes to black women. I really don't feel like they're just picky with other women.
Oh, absolutely
So
not. No, no, no,
right.
no, absolutely not. We've all seen where I mean the thing, and but my whole thing is it's not just black men, it's not just black women, it's black people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it
that
is.
drawing that line is where we keep fucking up. There are some black people who think like this. There are some who don't think like that. It's just that there's different levels to blackness, I guess.
Right. And all of us are not of the same mindset. There's going to have to be, I've talked about this before, a kind of a separation Even though I'm all about black people and black unity, some of us are just not. Ooh, child, we gonna have to leave some of us behind, honey, because it's
Like
just too much.
I
Uh-huh.
respect Charles Faulkner as a as an officer.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a
I
military, right?
also, yeah, in the military. I believe he also started the My Brother's Keeper, like a charity or something like that. So
Uh-huh.
I really love that aspect of him. But a lot of his personal views, I, it just seems like he's. I hate to say it, not. I don't. What's a better word than hurt? I don't know, but
Well,
it just. I don't
go
know.
ahead.
I don't know.
Well, I do want to say this. The guy who it was a guy on this panel, it wasn't him that I was listening. It was one of those dudes on the panel. I will say that. So I'll let him off the hook with that. I had never really listened to him, so I
Yeah.
don't have much. Yeah, I'll have to check him out a little bit more. But sexy, thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it, and I do want to do a show with you.
Yes, yes, yes.
And yeah.
That's gonna be great. I like talking to you.
Oh, I like talking to you too.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
really. I like a lot of people. A lot of people think I be joking on these panels. I don't like. I just want everybody to get along. I like to have a good time, have fun. Laugh a lot. That's just what I'm about. I really don't like arguing and stuff. But if I could add a little comedy, I will.
Yeah, I hate arguing too. That I used to do it, but I stopped doing it. Like now, if I can avoid it, I'll hop down or I won't even get on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting too old.
Exactly zero. Exactly zero. He said these the same guys that hang with other guys on every Saturday night instead of going out meeting women. Exactly.
Hmm.
But they'll talk about ooh, and they'll what fucks me up is they'll bring up different women. Ooh, yeah, look at her. Da 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 da. Are you stroking your dick too, sir? Calm down. Y'all weird. It's getting weird. Really
It
weird.
it is weird. It is weird. Well, that's really all I had. Thank y'all. I guess I'm gonna leave this up because you and JR came up. Otherwise I wasn't even gonna leave it up. So I'll leave it up and all you guys came through. Hey, Books for Moses. Y'all please like the video. Give your girl a little help getting me in the algorithm, honey. But I
Yeah, we gonna do
appreciate
that.
y'all. Y'all have a great, great morning.
Have a
I'll
great
probably
day, love. Yeah.
yes, and I'm a drop in on you, sexy, at 2, right? You going live at 2?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
All right, boo. You want to
All
tell the
right.
people what y'all gonna be talking about at 2?
So at 2 p.m. Central Time at Sexy Red TV, I'm going to host a nun mode. Me and my other two sisters, we will be hosting a vision board through Pinterest. So we're gonna share our screens with a blank Pinterest board, and we're just gonna do vision manifest what we want in the next year and a half, 2022, 2023. And you're more than welcome to, open up your Pinterest and start a board yourself. And we just gonna be on there having fun. I don't think I'll be drinking, but we're gonna be having a good time. So any and everyone is invited.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll be there, sexy. Thank you so
Cool.
much. All right.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Peace.